Welcome to a recap in Costa Rica with travel costs and expenses. So what does it cost to travel to Costa Rica and or stay here for a month? So if you haven't yet, definitely check out my last recap on Costa Rica travel costs and living expenses from my travels here from January to March of 2021, because they're drastically different from this visit in August 2021 through the middle of September in the Osa Peninsula. So it'll give you several different perspectives. So in case you didn't notice, I am here in the middle of a tropical rainforest filming. So I absolutely adore filming in nature, but then part of that also becomes sometimes you hear different sounds and sometimes different animals. Last time I ended up seeing you guys, and I'm positioning myself here on the trail, so it's interesting. And I positioned the camera on a log while looking for animals and different things. So, and I'm using my Canon, side note, EOS M100. And I also usually use a mic for my phone, for those of you that are curious, because I film indoors sometimes, but I just really, really love outdoors. So I wanted to address the sounds that you hear. And hopefully the sound quality still comes across super good. And if not, you can definitely tune in on or read about it on the blog. And I'm going to record, if the sound's not good, the behind the scenes on the podcast with the voiceover. So, but travel costs. So this time around, I spent less than $800 for a month in Costa Rica. That is including the stay, that's including travel, that's including transportation, that is including food and adventures, you guys. So how in the world did I end up staying in Costa Rica for less than $1,000 and a butterfly just flew by? Case in point. So, number one, with the stay, the total amount that I ended up investing for the stays was less than $200 at about $130 for 2 nights actually 3 nights total in San Jose, 1 on the way in, 2 on the way out. Then on top of that, and I'm looking at the lighting too, and then on top of that, a night in Drake Bay. So 3 nights total in San Jose at a beautiful cabana you can see on my Airbnb profile and on the blog, and then a Casa Chawanas in Drake Bay. So how did I do that? Well, I got hosted with a press trip and digital marketing stay with an incredible travel brand, or actually 3 travel brands: Tropical Escapade, Osa Green Travel, and Rancho Tropical in the Osa Peninsula in Costa Rica through a workaway, which is a platform that connects travelers with hosts all around the world on a number of different projects, okay? So clearly living is usually the biggest expense, so definitely wanted to cover that first. Second thing is transportation. I haven't had transportation costs covered yet. And so I spent about $130 flying from Cancun to Costa Rica, then $100 on my flight going from Costa Rica into El Salvador, which is my next stop. And then including bus tickets, including miscellaneous colectivos and taxis, including boats, and there's a spider crawling in my bag. No. Get away. See, case in point. Real life rainforest realities here. So I do love to film outdoors, but I saw this like huge red spider crawling and he was about to go in my bag. And it was like, no, that's not happening. Okay. So that's transportation. Transportation ended up being roughly about a bit over $300. So look at the blog and the show for the exact total, but the exact totals for everything is $790. And side note, you guys, if you didn't know, I am also a CPA and I've worked in over 7 industries and, worked in strategy and finance and helped numerous brands create wealth and make money, 6 to 8 figures, while also reducing expenses of fraud, waste, and abuse, but used to suck at doing that for myself. And now, thank God, I'm much better, clearly, and focused and diligent and believe that I'm worthy and enough. So if you are having trouble with money, you guys, definitely check out my 6-pack of wealth, okay? And you can also check out on the free 14-day challenge that gives you a preview to the monthly mastermind. That's on there too. So, okay, so we covered travel, we covered stay, food. So I mostly cook, okay? I buy groceries and I spend about $100 in Costa Rica for the month. I had a ton of fruits and veggies provided from Cindy as well, and being on a sustainable farm, which is absolutely incredible. Oranges, coconuts, chocolate, making cacao, all these different things, you guys. Then my Herbalife, my monthly Herbalife ended up costing right at about $50. And then I ate out at Helen's Cafe in town, Marqueseria Corcovado, where I had incredible ceviche, and Iguana Lodge. So total in food, I spent about $200 for the month. So super, super affordable. Super, super affordable. And you see me buzzing because flies or something is trying to get in my face. And okay, so stays, travel and transportation, and food, and then adventure. So I did a ton of things also for free, like this tropical rainforest, going to a river. I also, side note, you guys, I don't drink. I haven't drank for 5+ years, so that saves a ton. And then I ended up doing the 2 main adventures I did during this month, and I did a ton of other things like orange picking, making orange juice, chocolate making, but the 2 main adventures I did, actually 3, going to Drake Bay and spending a day there, going to Canyo Island snorkeling, which was absolutely incredible. That's on my blog and on the show. Highly recommend it, Osa Peninsula. And then I'm going canyoning coming up. And if you didn't know, I got to go canyoning in La Fortuna back in January, and I absolutely loved it, okay? So there you have it, a recap of my Costa Rica travel costs and what it costs to travel to Costa Rica. Feel free to comment down below, read on the blog for more detail, tune in to the show if you don't already. And as always, guys, remember, create, transform, and inspire, because you are born to.